Blasphemous 2 has gotten not just one, but two juicy teasers for upcoming DLC in the last week. First, on Easter Sunday, the Blasphemous 2 Steam achievements updated, featuring new achievements that tease what looks to be the premise for a new Blasphemous 2 DLC area. Then today on Wednesday, creative director Enrique Cabeza posted an image teasing a new area, new weapon, and more. So let's get right into the Blasphemous 2 second DLC teasers and what we learned. Earlier today, at the time of recording, Blasphemous creative director Enrique Cabeza posted this teaser image. A ROG ally version of a similar teaser image he did with Mea Culpa on Steam Deck, and there's a few clues in the image for what's to come. First off, this is an unfamiliar area, indicating to me that we're getting a new location to check out. We'll learn a bit more about this place in the Steam achievements, but from this image we can see that it looks to be a frozen over and foggy courtyard surrounded by forest at night. Which, saying it like that gives me some Canehurst vibes from Bloodborne. But maybe I should say Castlevania vibes, because it also appears that we're getting a new weapon for Penitente in this DLC, and it looks like it might be a whip. Be still my heart. Penitente also has some new drip, or at least some new colors, telling me that we're finally getting some alternate skins in Blasphemous 2. Before moving on to the Steam achievements, it wouldn't be a Lore Hunter Blasphemous video without a little art lesson. The fountain behind Penitente looks like it's taking inspiration from the Fountain of the Fallen Angel in Madrid. This fountain has been located in Retiro Park since 1885 and has some interesting information that may prove useful to know. It was created by Spanish sculptor Ricardo Belver, who was inspired by the description of Lucifer's fall in Paradise Lost. And this statue is the only public monument to the devil and is coincidentally located 666 meters above sea level. Time will tell how relevant or resonant this information is to the story and theme of this Blasphemous 2 DLC, but it's a bit of cool art trivia, and a statue taking inspiration from a statue of the devil in Blasphemous feels worth mentioning. Now let's talk Steam achievements. Like with the teaser image, putting up temporary Steam achievement text to tease upcoming DLC is also a bit of a tradition for Blasphemous, starting with the Mea Culpa DLC. With Mea Culpa, the text was later replaced with actual achievement text, only existing now in places like this video I made about it. So not only is this video covering this achievement text, but someday soon it will probably be one of the only records of its existence. The brothers recount that in a time now shrouded in the mists of memory, a pious man arrived at the monastery, a pilgrim who was crossing the vast landscapes of Custodia, bringing aid wherever need had opened its wounds. He said his purpose was to reach those places where he sensed that faith in the miracle had faded, or where perhaps the miracle itself had turned away, leaving its children in a helpless silence. He claimed that his calling had been with him since his very first breath. The day before he set out again, he confessed to having dreamed of a strange fog, an opaque veil that swallowed everything, and he recounted that those who dared to venture into it would be lost in a place without faith, without the heartbeat of the miracle. It was then that he decided to seek out that shrouded place, that mist that dampened the enthusiasm of anyone who crossed its threshold. The brothers claim they never saw the traveler again. And as for your question, young brother, about whether there are realms where the gaze of the miracle no longer watches over, perhaps only that pilgrim, lost amid sacred mists, could give you an answer. So to recap, we have a monastery where a junior monk is asking a senior monk if there are places where the miracle has forsaken. The older monk recalls a story that long ago there was a pilgrim who went around Custodia searching out places where the presence of the miracle was weak or missing and gave aid. That pilgrim told the monks that he dreamed of a shrouded place in fog without the presence of the miracle, and that he intended to seek it out, and that he was never seen by the monks again. First off, giving some real Demon Souls vibes with the fog, and the whole statue inspired by a statue of Lucifer, the daddy demon himself, is just piling on. Secondly, the concept of a place forsaken or abandoned by the miracle sounds compelling. In a lot of ways it sounds like it could almost be better off given the miracle's track record, but I doubt it. And again, the presence of a Lucifer-inspired statue makes me think things are not doing well for the land within the fog. What I'm not getting from this or the teaser image is anything suggesting this DLC is continuing the story of the Master from Mea Culpa, and it seems like its own thing. While I don't think we're guaranteed more DLC after this, maybe this is like Strife and Ruin from Blasphemous 1, adding more content but having less to do with the main story of Blasphemous 2. And it's also been brought up in the community that there are some possible connections with the Procession of Shadows, and I see a few things that could suggest a connection. The procession is described in the lore of the Forgotten Tribute as coming from a fog of thick night mist. This could have a connection with the fog from the story, and the teaser image does show the location during nighttime. While this is ultimately just some fun speculation, it would be a cool way to travel to this new area using a Forgotten Tribute and the Procession of Shadows, and add a bit more to the story of the mysterious procession. And there you have it, some exciting news basically confirming more Blasphemous 2 DLC. It looks like we're getting a new area, a new weapon, skins for Penitente, and who knows what else. What are your thoughts about this information? What do you think we're getting with this DLC? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. For more Blasphemous content, check out the channel, and to get notified about upcoming Blasphemous 2 content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on. If you're familiar with this channel, you know I'll be all over any Blasphemous news or DLC. As always, thanks for your support, thank the Game Kitchen for delivering some Penitente skins, and thanks for watching.